Okay. First, huge thank you to all of you who have been throwing money at us today. I know, I was surprised how fast it happened, how much it happened. Great. I'm not going to go into details here, but yeah, you saved our asses big time, guys. Got gas, we got a hotel for the night, we managed to eat, and we're definitely going to get on a cruise into the end of the month here. So, huge thank you. Any of these guys out there, these YouTubers saying, I don't know my audience anything. I owe you everything right now. Okay, it's like, so you have really saved our butts. Okay, need to discuss a little something that I think Mecha Random touched on, and the whole thing about Spock and Michael Burnham. It really needs to go. If they're really going that route, one, you have pretty much cemented Michael Burnham as the ultimate Mary Sue, because that's one clue of a Mary Sue in a Star Trek story is she's there to help Spock through his Pon Farr, and she's the smartest one on Or. She knows her jobs better than anybody else on ship, and she knows, oh God. And the captain loves her and everything else. So yeah, you've pretty much checked all the boxes with Michael Burnham here. And then her hooking up with Spock, yeah, that's the clincher right there, guys. And it also, one, get rid of that. So got notifications here. Get out of the way. Okay. Basically, and it's been going on probably since the episode aired. A very gross misunderstanding of what Pon Farr is. It is not Vulcan puberty. For the love of God, pay attention to the story. It's a mating drive. Puberty just means you're maturing, but it doesn't mean you got to nail the first female you meet, okay? And also, it's gone into a little more in other sources for the most part, but I think Dorothy Fontana definitely went into it in the novel Vulcan's Glory. Definitely check that out. There's a lot of tidbits in that. For one thing, the full Vulcan name. It's not just when Spock is his given name. It is not a family. Why wouldn't make any sense? Spock, sorry. The full, like Spock's full name. If you just imagine that in Vulcan, but in English translation is Spock, son of Sarek, of the House of Surak of the noble clan Telexendine. Yeah, so just imagine that in Vulcan. That's where you go. Yeah, you never be able to pronounce it, and it's a mouthful even in English. But Pon Farr, one of the key components is the psychic link with the betrothed. In Spock's case, T'Pring. Normally, the Pon Farr hits when the Vulcan male hits in their early 20s. Spock, his first Pon Farr was his only Pon Farr in Amok time. And basically, he figured, I think he was kind of banking on his human half to maybe skip by. And the exact line is here. Let's see. Here we are. Because of Kirk, the salmon, on Earth, the salmon, they was returned to that one stream where they were born to spawn or die in trying. But you're not a fish with Spock. No, nor am I a man. I'm a Vulcan. I'd hoped I'd be spared this, but the ancient drives are too strong. Eventually they catch up with us. In other words, he was hoping his half-human blood would enable him to avoid Pon Farr. That's why he skipped town and joined Starfleet and get on the Enterprise, and he stayed on the Enterprise. He's never looking back. He ain't going back to Vulcan if he can help it. Never mentioned the family. Never mentioned, he's got avoiding a bitchy little, fiance back on Vulcan. No, he's on the Enterprise. He's there to stay. Doesn't want to come out. He's perfectly happy being the science officer, and that's it. But, in his late 30s, it finally caught up with him, and okay, that's it. But also, again, part of the thing is that link with the other half of the whole thing to consummate this whole thing. And thinking he killed Kirk and all the duplicity on the thing. In fact, here's the exact line here. Let's see. Spock, what happened down there? The girl, the wedding. Ah, yes, the girl. Oh, it's interesting. It must have been the combat. When I thought I had killed the captain, I found I had lost all interest in T'Pring. The madness was gone. In other words, it broke the link. He didn't give two shits about her at that point, especially after the crap she just pulled. And it's like, Stan, she's yours. Yeah. And say let me get that one exact too. After a time, you may find that having is not so pleasing a thing after all as wanting. It is not logical, but it is often true. That is how Vulcan says, "Go fuck yourself." I'm not monetized yet, so I can do that. All right. But they're going to pull this thing about, and again, they're still doing that. We need our own Game of Thrones here. It's like, no, you don't. No, you do not. And this, this is going to be your Jaime and Cersei moment here. And we're all going to wish we were little Bran being pushed out the window after seeing this. So, oh God, I was thinking about your whole thing with a couple of pictures, and getting some porno music, but no, it's bad enough just going through the whole thing. It's like, it's not Vulcan puberty. It was never Vulcan puberty. Just watch the damn episode, mock time. And even Star Trek writers who knew what they're doing didn't know what they're doing, because you can tell, when Voyager took it on, it's like, no, that's not how it works. Brandon, watch the damn thing. You think a lot of them, we know that. No, you don't know it. You're warping it too bad. The Pon Farr episode in Voyager, you gotta tweak it some to make it kind of fit. And actually, the other one where Tuvok is going through with Pon Farr, he's still got his mate back on Vulcan. Okay, he's still got that thing kicking on there. That's why he's like, you got to do little, Vulcan love slave program, the holodeck. Okay, but Vorik was an idiot. Yeah, in this case there is most likely a future Mrs. Vorik back on Vulcan, who, out of reach. So he, Vorik, again, to quote the Doctor, logic, dear Zoe, merely makes everyone the ability to be wrong with authority. And that's what Vorik was. He was wrong with authority and made a holy hash of the whole thing. But it takes some tweaking to find out, no, that's not how it worked. But here's what happened. You can stitch it back together a little bit. This, no. Once again, they totally wrecked the whole thing. And I will save my advice for whoever takes over this thing after, this thing hits the wall and breaks up, and how to resurrect Star Trek, because I got another one coming up, going off of a column that other people have picked up on, but Quillette, the article in online news magazine from Australia, they got a real good article about what has happened to Star Trek and how it's gone off the rails. I'll be getting on that in the next one. But in the meantime, PayPal, Patreon down below. Always use the contributions. We just kind of hit a wall today, which is why I had to do that little urgent plea video, because it was literally like the light was staying on the thing. We stopped at a Wawa station, so if something comes in, roll it over to the pumps. Yeah, they came in real good. And I probably should take it down now, but I'm still like, hey, we're always still in need of the money here, so I'll leave it up a little longer. I might just leave it up just for the record. But yeah, PayPal, Patreon, the links down below, and we'll catch you later.